hold it out with no materials, fighting time and time again, taking shots at each other. And I believe it's the 7th zone that's closing in. Borg is looking pretty good, pretty healthy, but his mats are low, so he has to be very careful when he exits the store.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Doesn't have a whole lot to work with. 37 total mats to his name. That's going to help, though. He finds one, right, as he exits the door. He's able to take up an elimination on double. Finds another one right in front of him in a 1-by-1 box. Box fight ensues. Looks like he's going to back out and reset for now. Does have the bandage bazooka, so he'll be able to get himself healed back up, which is great for this late game. So, yep, like Shyo said, we're interested to see what the new meta is. We're interested to see how things get shaken up, but perhaps we'll see some more diversity in late game loadout. You're not necessarily going to always have crash pads. You're not going to always have boogie bombs to keep in your inventory.
Ooh. Now Borg is really low. Nice pump shot to actually secure things just moments ago. Every point matters right now. It's almost close to 400 points these players need when playing in Europe to get past opens. At the moment, Borgen, absolutely, sometimes you need to just take those risks, especially when it's just the first game. We see people coming out with 20 elimination wins. You're competing with those guys, so you want to be boosted on your points right now. Scully is actually just stunning this man. I know that boogie bombs were out, but that person just literally got danced around and was stunned for multiple seconds. Scully maybe just bringing him back, but still, he's got a lot of fast heals right now. Slurp still available in the inventory. Minis and Bigs to pop afterwards. Has a little bit of a, I think, chance to get this game right in the books. 14 eliminations so far, 15 people still left. I smell a 20 bomb coming Fallout.
Yeah, I think it's definitely more than possible. Scully's looking great in this situation. I think this is his first game.
Knowing all the variables and different people rotating with him and really mapping out the terrain in front of him to know how to move. Right now, just 1 or 2 layers above him. If he gets above those layers, then drops down, he'll be in a very safe spot to keep moving forward. There we go, he's up. Nice actual double back. I didn't see that one coming, and gets a 3 pickup. Still no shields though, so he needs to go fast.
Yeah, no shields and so low in mats. And I was just about to say, Wolfies manages to survive on the thread, but finally gets taken out 12th place. And
that is good. We talked about how his game plan, his game entirely should be buffed 100% completely with the changes we saw coming in this morning. Camo once again playing towards that front side of zone. The one thing that hasn't changed is the solos meta overall. It's always about getting ahead first, then going for the fight. Oh my God. That's not even boxed like a fish. That is literally just put inside the blender there from Camo. And once again, just transfers from close to long range. Doesn't matter where you are under the sight lines and threat of this man's guns and builds, positioning and aim. And he's doing it so well right now.
Yeah, one of the best to have done it for a while, but his builds are actually gonna be dropped underneath him. He's gonna, no way! It offers so much more diversity in loadout. I mean, just take a look at what we've seen in our first, 30 minutes of gameplay so far. We've seen a bandage bazooka late game. We've seen all sorts of variety of rotations. We've seen shockwave launchers be used for rotation. We've seen crash pads be used. Meanwhile, he's gonna pick up a nice elimination right there. That's gonna give him some floppers for late game, which
overall, he can edit all these walls if he wants this breakdown to come through. He will have to break 2 more though. There it is. And now this player, who I have to assume is low health, drops down. He still has shields though. Very interesting that this player is still playing passive against IceTZ when he clearly has such a big advantage.
Yeah, it is interesting. Either everything you said was correct, or he's just not the best player. One of the two, because it looked like he had some health there. He got hit by 90 shields. Interesting stuff. And that's what happens in these early games. Keep in mind, if you're just watching. Uh-oh. There you go. I didn't realize he had a crash pad.
Oh, wait a minute. The bouncer that player on height actually put down. IceTZ now on the chase, and he's not playing passively because of his vertical pressure. This player gets eliminated horizontally as well from box to box.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The only player we saw in North America East yesterday or the other day was using Dr. Doom's arcane gauntlets was Nick A30. Unfortunately, as friendly and nice of a guy as he is, as much as I love Nick A30 and his grind, did not work out very well for him. He got taken out, and it looks like the same might be true for this opponent, as right now IceTZ does have high ground and is starting to run a little bit low on mats, down to wood. That's not going to be great for his ability to maintain high ground, which, and thank you for the reminder, DreamHack team, keeping us in check, that the ultimate high ground does belong to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I agree.
He's never lost it. You know what I mean? And never lost a game when he was there. If you count what he did to be games. I don't. Very serious matters. Once again, though, IceTZ spending every resource to go for height. This man is the equivalent of an individual that uses his entire arsenal. If he was playing an RPG game.
Top, I would say a consistent performer, not at the highest level in Europe, but he's always kind of within the lower threshold, lower tiers. I'm looking forward to seeing if Moon can break in to a top mark here.
Yeah, the word associated with Ramon for me is potential. He has the potential to be one of the greats. He has the timing as well in terms of his Fortnite career and when he's actually popping off. And with the accuracy here in this box as well, it will be there towards the end side of it. He'll pick up a few floppers, flip the inventory as to what it was before. No rotation available just yet. He does pick up bouncers, so he can't just get rebounded into zone. Has to be careful though on where he lands.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is what we talked about. Obviously, oh, yeah, that is tragic. That hurt him quite a bit here. He's going to get tagged up. Now, stays in low ground, recognizes, hey, got to pop these heals ASAP because I need anything I can get. But no, someone's going to be right next door to him. Knock, knock. Who's there? Air Moon trying to take you down. Can he do it? Yes, he will. That's huge. That's going to get him some loot that he needs. But he needs to be careful because I think he knows that there's someone in that 1x1. So he's going to be cautious. That individual is actually baiting that loot. Smart decisions coming through. Air Moon's going to get yet another one. He's not done yet. Such a good performance right now from the man from Turkey.
Yeah, has so many shields available, but no time to pop them. All he has to do now is control one side of the zone and then beam the other side or anyone at second height.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's doing a good job. Would obviously like to get a tag right there. Couldn't do so. Still does have high ground as it currently stands. Needs to be careful, though. And I like that he's prioritizing checking for his high ground over everything.
Wow.
And oh, my goodness. Power of the pump right there as he's going to find one brilliant tag coming through from Vortexia. One thing I've loved about him is his loadout so far. The fact that he has so many shockwaves and so many heals. He's been using his loadout perfectly. His loadout and his resources have helped him stay on top.
What a nasty edit, too. That player was not able to predict or react to his movements at all because of the brick blocking the sight line and choosing to do that as well to stop the hunt and chase, to stop the push, response, and pull, and just go for that big pump shot. Vortexia lands it. A force definitely to be reckoned with, and a man who is living up to his potential, if we're talking about that word 100% recently, at least in every DreamHack that we're watching so far.
That's exactly right. 3 players remaining, 11 eliminations right now for Vortexia, so he has a chance to get up to lucky number 13. Player on mid ground right below him and a player on low ground below that. It's a little bit of an Oreo stacked sandwich here. Look at that. He denies the bouncer to try to take high ground, and as a result of that, it's actually going to get the pick. Nice job by Vortexia. It's now a 1 versus 1. Gets the first shot. Brilliant edit coming through. He's not done yet. One more shot should do the trick, especially with that purple spaz. The purple pump has returned to competitive Fortnite. You'll love to see it. Vortexia goes around and catches him off guard. Brilliant finish coming through from Vortexia.
This is tough, though. He's been tossed into many different layers, so it's so hard for him to know exactly what's going on around him, where other players actually are, even with just 6 alive. Because the zone is so small and it's going around recycle builds over and over again, it's tough to really see where the best spot is, where you can actually be active from. Jumping into the box with attack SMG and sticking to the beam, Jake A30 gets taken down, and now nobody knows that this might be a nice place to run through. Still, there's metal builds all around him that will delay him over and over again. Finally, an open box sightline, but he's taking so much zone damage. Needs a refresh here. Height is already looking at that box. He can't jump down just yet.
Yeah, it's so true. I just saw a guy named Nero in the chat saying, I live in a Greek island, and this looks like it looks like golden hour on the Greek island of Crete. I mean, which is this guy's screen right now? It's Milani. If Milani has anything to do with his name, he might be Italian. He might be chilling in his own golden hour.
And Milan is going to be the one to deal damage down from height. Nice shots once again. Starks Energy Rifle, a new addition into this season. The best way I can explain this item, if you've never seen it before or have wanted it kind of TLDR'd, is it's like an automatic infantry rifle. Slightly slower fire rate, but bigger magazine of 15 shots when you aim in. When you don't, it's kind of like an SMG/AR. Still, we got a bit of time, and I feel like he's also taking this pretty chill.
Yeah, he is. He's posted up for now, doing what he can to see if he can try and sneak an elimination from high ground. I see some people asking about the lighting. Keep in mind, folks, we are watching the stream POVs. Whatever the streamers have their video quality settings at is what we have today in this viewing party format. Tomorrow, we will be in replay mode and spectator mode, crash pad, box fight, and that is textbook for that cheeky play. Going to come through. Nice job from Milan. He goes from chillin' to aggressive real quick. Question is, will he grab the silver surfer board? And the answer is yes.
That being said, he's not going to be able to edit through those naturally occurring builds. Still, I feel like rough times for Zrul.
Yeah, rough times indeed. You know, let's continue to beat this analogy like a dead horse. It's like a stimulus package coming through, but it takes time for the economy to recover, as Zrul is going to continue to be on the up and up. It's a bull market here. Okay, I'm done. Now Zrul's going to be at 291 points. A little bit of an economics lesson for our viewers here who play a lot of Fortnite. We got to teach you guys about the stock market here. As Zrul's going to be using the rotation, the silver surfboard, of course, one of the new mythic items, but now he does not have ultimate high ground. He needs to be a little bit careful, perhaps a little bit ill-advised for Zrul, not recognizing he is on low ground to a menace right above him. And I want to point out what Benji just did right there. I love that play. That is an age-old esports trick. Fake right, go left, also be used in sports. But he built the wall and made it look like he didn't want to fight that, baited right, and then immediately went back left into that fight, caught that guy off guard, got that first kill, just finds another one. That one just drops into his lap. Benji is looking great. As we kind of predicted, when his materials and his resources are strong, Benji is way too strong, and it's showing right now.
Yeah, the footsies, the handles, everything right now from a wall-to-wall perspective is looking really good for Benji. He's literally, Benji will be editing downwards, I believe. No, he's tricking me too. Going downwards slightly later into a better position. He would have actually been in a very tough spot, but a 220 gold pump from Benji Fishy. I believe there's hazards on his skin because this man is dangerous when he's next to you. Absolutely another big 176 from the main man, the big show, but now it's a mountain he has to climb, and you're not gonna be able to pump your way out of this one, Benji, or maybe you might be. I'm gonna hold my tongue real quick. The final two players are over here. He doesn't get the final elimination, but I don't think the win matters in that moment. The performance, this is why that we're watching Silver Surfer board in hand. I feel like he is warmed up. I want to get a look at his points real quick after these maps are gone. Yes, 282. I believe he is one of these guys who is at top 750 at the moment. Actually, he's behind. Top 750 is boosted up to 292. So,
wow.
Tournament's wrapping up fast here. Vashin going down is getting Y closer, but I don't think close enough. This game needs to be a top 5 from him as well. I've called it out for players before, and they've made it there. I hope that happens here too, but it's going to be a mountain, a huge one. Starks Industries Island that he has to climb onto. And Surfer's board is already being used. This is going to be very tricky for him. Multiple bouncers though. Okay, I see the calculus. It's adding up. Crash pads too, but now he's out of mobility.
Yeah, speaking of brain, the fast calculations there are coming through. We like to see it. Who said Fortnite is educational, teaching kids physics and calculus alike, as we just heard. Now on board, as we get into this late game, 16 players remaining in this lobby, make it 15, make it 13. A couple going to get taken out. Y finds himself in some trouble. He's going to get tagged up in a storm quite a bit, but it's perfect movement from him. He's going to find himself one. Trying to channel his inner Benji Fishy, but no, you're not Benji Fishy. You're not good, and you're not him. Not just yet, at least. You got to try and perform if you can. No shields other than the chug splashes in Reason and Vortex right after that.
But you can Milan breaking it down. Oh no, go for it, Kelly.
I'm blown away by Mongrel right now. 643 points. He only has 7 games played. Everyone else here besides one player on the top 20 leaderboard has 9 to 10 games played.